makes the difference, brothers and sisters, between, who makes the difference in our eternal destiny? Do we have any say in the matter? Or is it not of yourself? I got one verse here today, and I don't want to get too long-winded, that I always find myself going back to. Who makes the difference? Does man make the difference? The whole world, everywhere you look, on every little street corner and every little religious order, there's some mixture of man making the difference, you know. Who makes the difference in their eternal destiny? Paul was having the trouble right here in Corinthians, 1 Corinthians and 4, let's say. And he passed this message on along to some of the people there that had gotten puffed up. He said, for who maketh thee to differ from another? And what hast thou that thou didst not receive? Now, if thou didst receive it, why dost thou glory as if thou didst not receive it? Another brother, he was pointing out the fact that God makes the difference in who is his own and who's not his own. He made the difference in your eternal destiny. He's the one that makes the difference on the ones he loves and the ones he does not love. This theme is all the way through the New Testament. Once the scales have fallen off your eyes, like they did what thing about it is, it happened in my old age, you know, when I got to looking back at what a rascal I'd been my whole life, sinner, and how it was nothing but the grace of God. He pointed me toward this little verse. And look, I got a whole bunch of them in the other verses all back in my whole catalog that show you, brothers and sisters, that this God is the one that makes the difference in your eternal destiny. It's a wonderful blessing. If you're blessed of the Father, he made the difference, brothers and sisters. He's the reason you find an interest in these little videos I make in spiritual matters. No, brothers and sisters, God has a people that Jesus Christ died for and shed his blood for. He's not going to lose one of all that the Father has given him. But I just wanted to point it out here. And what does this do, brothers and sisters, when he makes the difference? Well, if he's making the difference, brothers and sisters, if he began the good work in you, then what does that mean? And he's going to complete it till the day of Jesus Christ. So what does that do? No, I tell you what, it takes a burden off of your back, brothers and sisters. It lets you know that he's keeping you and you're not keeping him. Just a little tidbit here, brothers and sisters, as I run another errand in my car here. It makes a good studio, this car does, so I use it. And anyway, one verse and one verse only today, right now, and that is, who makes the difference? 1 Corinthians 4 and 7, who makes the difference? God makes the difference. You don't make the difference, brothers and sisters. So if you're interested in this little video that I made, more than likely, you're a child of grace, brothers and sisters, because dead alien sinners don't care a thing about it. It's foolishness to them. But I'm trying to tell you, brothers and sisters, this is liberating. This magnifies the love of God, say, that he has a people. And I'll tell you something else. It goes all the way back to Adam and to the very last day, brothers and sisters. That's wonderful news. How many scrapes has he got me out of? How many scrapes? When I look back, I say, good night, I could have died there, could have died there. Why didn't he worked all the way through the cotton mill? Could have got run over by heisters and fallen off cliffs and stuff like that. No, he kept me alive until he got this down in my head. And to the invention of cell phones that'll go all over the world. He kept me alive that long because I couldn't do anything but talk to myself back, when he first started showing this to me. I'd talk to myself and write it down on a piece of paper, but then all of a sudden, by some miraculous event, he let come into existence these little cell phones that talk to people all over the world. And brothers and sisters, one good thing about this is nobody can punch you in the nose, and all they can do is disagree and put up a comment that they don't agree. And you're welcome to do so, brothers and sisters. I'm not going to, if somebody disagrees, unless they get ugly, I'm not going to block them or anything like that. But anyway, kept me alive all these many years until he could show me that it was 100% God's great love and not poor love, and God's rich mercy, not poor mercy. Let me say it again. God's great love, not little love. God's rich mercy, not poor mercy, brother and sister, that's kept me all alive all these years. So I could just bring this one little verse to you. Who makes the difference? God makes the difference. And what a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing that God is making the difference and not you making the difference. If I was making the difference, see, the whole world starts off at the point of a living subject, see. But see, brothers and sisters, we were dead just like Lazarus was dead in that tomb. When God came to you and quickened you to eternal life and made you interested in spiritual matters, made you interested in thinking about his son Jesus, you were dead, see. So, but the whole world starts off with a living subject when they start, when they try to teach somebody. They start off with a living subject. But God started, when we started off with us, we were dead in trespass and sin, and he had to quicken us to life before we could do any obedient act that pleased him. So, brothers and sisters, God is the cause, and what you're witnessing in your life when you do something that pleases him, that's the effect of the new birth. And there is a difference between new birth and conversion. All the people in the Old Testament, they were looking forward to Jesus Christ. They didn't have all the blessings that we have today, you know, but they were his nonetheless, is what I'm trying to say, brothers and sisters. But all the saints in the Old Testament were his nonetheless. And as I put up this morning, why I used to wonder, why did you paint all this stuff, all this dirty laundry about David and all these kings, Manasseh, and all these people that you found grace to have in your family? Why did you leave that there? When I learned when I was in Sunday school, they romanticized all this stuff, Goliath and all this. They didn't bring out all the dirty laundry. But when I got older, God started showing me they were men just like I am, of like passion, brothers and sisters. They were men of like passion, just like you, brothers and sisters. But anyway, just want to get on there and bring that one verse this afternoon about who makes the difference? God makes the difference. And it's a good thing he did make the difference, brothers and sisters. It'd all be too bad for all of us. But anyway, peace and love, brothers and sisters, as I'm getting ready to go out down the road here and run some more errands. And I thank God that I still got my health and strength. I got it today. Might not have it tomorrow, so that's why I'm bringing it. Everything I want to put out here for my grandkids and kids that they might not be listening to me now, but maybe one day, this will be worthwhile. But anyway, peace and love, brothers and sisters, from this old boy down here in Alabama.